our hardworking 11th grades. Are you ready, English lesson? Well done. So did you open your books and notebooks? Today we have very interesting lesson 2B, the role of feedback, second part. So as usual, at the beginning of our lesson, let's check your home task. Your first home task was exercise number 3 on page 151. In this exercise, you had to make up the present perfect simple and present perfect continuous sentence. Did you do it? Let's check in that case. Here is a key for you. Pay attention to the first one. What do you think? What kind of tense is it? Present perfect simple or present perfect continuous? It is present perfect simple sentence. Have you bought your train ticket yet? What about second? The kitchen is completely mess. Your answer? What have the children been doing? It is present perfect continuous sentence. What about third one? Aydın has been learning to drive for 6 years. Can you imagine, for 6 years? So, fourth one. Thank you. Gulnara has already had lunch, so she'll meet us later. The second part of this activity. Fifth one. Is this sentence in present perfect simple or present perfect continuous? How much coffee has she drunk this morning? What about 6? Nurdalat has written 3 books. 7. Thank you, have done everything I need to do today. Hurry. And 8th one. It hasn't rained all summer, so the garden is dead. So, your next home task was activity number 4 on page 151. In this activity, you had to read the text and underline the words. The words were assignment, summary, clarify, session, improve, feedback, a distance learner, concept, clear up, structure. Let's read this text together. One more time. Pay attention of using these words and try to get the meaning. Are you ready? Did you open your book? Well done. Learning from feedback. It is an envelope. Nevertheless, it is not only an envelope, because inside there is your essay with grade C. Additionally, there is a feedback that's useful. On the other hand, you are not quite ready to read it. Never mind. Put it away for the moment and read it at your next study session. Feedback that teacher give after assignment is usually about academic things like understanding the concepts, showing evidence, and evaluate information. It can be about structure, spelling, and grammar. Moreover, sometimes general feedback or a summary comes at the end. So, what to do with this feedback? Well, the first question is, do you understand it? If not, make a note of what you don't understand. This is something you can email or call your tutor. You can chat on your online study group. The next question. Do you agree with feedback? If you don't agree, again, you can contact your teacher or online study group. If you are a distance learner, your teacher can clarify her feedback by email, video calling, or messaging online. You should make sure you can get everything cleared up. The most important thing is what you have learned from this feedback. You should ask yourself, what step can you take to solve problem and improve? You should take at least one thing from the feedback that you will act on. In addition, it is useful for you to keep the feedback safe. So, you can refer to it later, because if you follow the suggestion, there is a better chance of getting one of these in your next assignment. Thank you so much. So what do you think? Is it similar situation in the text with ours now? Because you are distance learners now. So let's come back. Our task. Your task is, in activity 5, you have to match the definitions and the words. Your first task, you have 10 seconds. Please look through all definitions for the words. Are you ready? Time is going. Thank you so much. Let's do this activity together. Pay attention to the first word, assignment. What do you think? What definition is suitable for this one? Thank you so much. You are right. A task or piece of work that somebody is given to do. What about our second word, summary? Thank you. A short statement giving only the main points of something. Pay attention to the third word, clarify. What does it mean? Good job. To make something understandable. What about session? What does it mean? Which definition is suitable for this one? Well done. A period of time that is spent on doing a particular activity. What about the word improve? Well done. To become a better than before. Second part, the feedback. I'm definitely sure that you all know what does it mean feedback, because we discussed about it a lot. It means advice, criticism about how somebody's work. What about distance learner? This phrase also very similar in your position, because you are all distance learners now. It means a student who has the lessons online, like we are. Concept. Thank you. An idea. What about clear up? Good job. To form an opinion of something after thinking about it. Let's move to the next activity. 6 on page 152. In this activity, you have to match the pictures and the words which describes the types of giving feedback. Are you ready? Well done. Before doing this activity, let's take 10 seconds and look through all pictures and the words. Are you ready? Well done. Time is going. Thank you so much. Now, it is time to checking. Pay attention to the first one. The girl is saying on the microphone. What kind of type of giving feedback is it? It is oral feedback. And the second, in the second picture, we can see some gadgets like computer or mobile phone. It is a type of electronic. And the third one, yes, you're definitely right, it is group feedback. And the fourth one, this type of feedback, we discuss it a lot. It is peer feedback. Can you remember the 3 steps for peer feedback? Well done. The first step is description, second, compliment, and the last one, suggestions. Thank you. You are so hardworking students. And the fifth one, pay attention, some people are sitting around the table and discussing something. It is meeting feedback. The last one is written type of feedback. Well done. So, let's move activity 8 on page 153. Did you notice that we missed activity 7? Why? Because the activity was word building. You have to complete the table. It takes a long time and I want to give it as a home task. And we will check it next time. So let's move the next activity 8 on page 153. Now, in this activity, we have to discuss about 7 criteria of effective feedback. So, open on page 153 and read together. The first criteria: the feedback provider is credible in the eyes of the feedback recipient. The second one: the feedback provider is trusted by the feedback recipient. Both two criteria ask that the feedback recipient should believe in feedback provider. It is very important thing. The third one: the feedback is conveyed with good intentions. The fourth: the timing and circumstance of giving the feedback are appropriate. So we have to pay attention for the time of giving feedback. The next one, second part of this activity. Fifth one: the feedback is given in an interactive manner. The sixth: the feedback message is clear. Pay attention, your feedback message should be clear. In this case, your feedback works well. So, the feedback is helpful to recipient. So, dear pupils, the best moment of my lesson is home task time. Are you ready? Well done. Your first home task: make a list of vocabulary which you have learned today. Pay attention, this one is present perfect sentence. You have learned. We did activity in the past. The result is, you know the translation or meaning of these words. So, your second home task is activity 7 on page 153, word building activity. As I said, you should complete the table. The third one: watch the presentation about any topic in English and write your feedback according to the following criteria. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your attention. See you next time.